Another source that you're likely to use are journal articles. So for a footnote for a journal article, it's similar to a book author's first and last names, comma. Now here's where things get tricky. There's an article title and a journal title, right? A journal has its own title, but then each article within the journal has its title. So you give the title of the article first in quotation marks, not italics. So here, Alexandra Bogren wrote an article called Gender and Alcohol, the Swedish Press Debate, comma, quotation mark. As a general rule, periods and commas go inside quotation marks, colons and semicolons go outside quotation marks. And even if the quote did not originally have, if you're like quoting something and it didn't originally have a period, if a period needs to go there because it's the end of the sentence, you add it. It's okay. That seems counterintuitive, but that's how it works. So commas and periods go inside. Then in italics, similar to a book, you have the title of the journal, then no punctuation, volume number, comma, issue number. You may say, what is a volume number and what is an issue number? A volume number goes up every year. So a journal such as this one, the Journal of Gender Studies, that has 20 volumes, has been published for 20 years. Right? So the volume number changes every year. It goes up one every year. The issue number, and you can do comma, issue number is NO, period, then the issue number, then the number. That resets every year. So this means 20 number 2 means the second issue of the 20th year of the journal. So the number resets every year. So if this journal is published 3 times a year, there'll be another number 3 for 20. Then it will go up to 21 and then be number 1, 2, 3, 22, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. Then you have in parentheses the date of publication. Here's June 2011. Sometimes it may be like winter 2012, something like that. Then colon, and then the page number that you got the information from. So one thing that's different about a footnote than a bibliography just usually refers to the whole article, but in a footnote, you're giving very specific information. This is where I found that quote. This is the exact page where I found that quote. That's important. If someone wants to find that quote, they need to know the page. They shouldn't have to read the whole article to find the quote. So journal articles are often very easy to find all the information you need. So for example, on this page, and this is by my friend Pierre Emmanuel, there's his name. Then up here, Acta Corianis is the name of the journal, title of the journal. So that's in italics. This is his article. That would be in quotation marks. And look, there's the volume, the number, and the publication date. And then there's the page range for the whole journal. Wonderful. That makes it easy. So what you would do for the footnote, and this includes online databases. If you get an article that was printed in a journal, but you get the PDF version off an online database, do not cite it as an online source. Cite it as a journal article. Use the format I'm giving you here. But there's his name, Pierre Emmanuel Rowe. It's a footnote. So first name first, last name last, comma. The Great Ming Code and the Repression of Catholics in Chosun, Korea, comma. That's in quotation marks. That's the name of his article, right? Acta Coriana in italics. Then the volume number. Now, notice they put volume in front of that. That was the old style, and some people still follow it, but the new style, you don't write volume. So 15, comma, number 1, June 2012. It's got the information here. This is a footnote where I'm just want you to pay attention to one section that I'm referring to. So I don't give the whole page range, just this page range, 73 to 75 right there. In the bibliography, when you cite this, again, it's similar to a book. Last name, comma, first name, period, not a comma. Title of article, subtitle of article in quotation marks, period. Italicized title of the journal article. Volume number, comma, issue number, date of publication. And then you give the whole page range of the journal. Why? Because when you use interlibrary loan to get a journal article from another university, they need that information. Right? They need that information. They need that to be able to get the article for you. It makes librarians' jobs easier. Librarians make your jobs easier, make it easier for them to help you. That's part of professionalism, right? So here you can see Bogren, Alexandra, period. Gender and Alcohol, Swedish Press Debate, period, in quotation marks. Journal of Gender Studies, Volume 20, Number 2, June 2011, full page range. So Pierre's article would look like this. Row, family name, comma, Pierre Emmanuel, period. Then the Great Ming Code and the Repression of Catholics in Chosun Korea, period, quotation mark, right? That's his article. Title. Now, the Great Ming Code, you may say, why is that in italics? It was in the original article because that's referring to a book. It's referring to a publication. So you keep the italics there because that's an actual reference to a book. These can be confusing. Just ask whoever's teaching you. Just ask me, what do I do when you have a case like this? If you're confused. Journal title, volume number, issue number, publication date, and then the complete page range. And remember, journals are wonderful. They usually give you all the information on the same page, unlike those darn books that try and keep it hidden. So that is how you would cite a journal article.